I'm Jared Polis, running for U.S. Congress here in Colorado's 2nd Congressional District. I'd be honored to be your choice this November. I've been active in business, created hundreds of jobs in the private sector as an entrepreneur in the internet sector. I have a lot of great ideas about getting the economy going again. You can check out my website at polisforcongress.com, P-O-L-I-S for Congress.com. I'm also focused on education. I've served you on the State Board of Education for a number of years, and I've also been superintendent of several schools that serve kids that otherwise wouldn't be in school, including helping to teach new immigrants English and homeless youth here in Denver. My district includes Boulder, Adams County, Broomfield, and the mountain communities, Gilpin, Clear Creek, Summit, Grand, a little bit of Jeffco. And I've been active here in the state for many years and really enjoyed working to improve our public schools, enjoyed creating businesses and jobs. But I really feel that a lot of the issues that we face are national and international in scope. That's why I decided to run for U.S. Congress, to work for you to find a responsible end to this war in Iraq, which we cannot afford, and start bringing the troops home, making sure we take care of our returning troops, and reinvesting some of the savings here and getting our own country going. I'm very concerned about the economy. I want to make sure that this bailout package is not financed by taxpayers, that we have sufficient safeguards, and that any money that is spent by taxpayers is going to be recovered as well. We cannot add to the staggering mountain of debt that will plague the next generation of Americans. I strongly support renewable energy. I think that we need to end our reliance on oil, and the way to do that is to invest in both research as well as deployment of solar and wind energy. And I have a plan to do that on my website at polisforcongress.com. Another thing that plagues our economy are rising healthcare costs. I have a plan to reduce healthcare costs, and I think that that's one of the areas that we have where we can really improve the competitiveness of our economy. The United States spends about 15% of our GNP on healthcare costs. Most Western European nations and other comparable wealthy nations are around 8 or 9%. So we're spending almost twice as much on healthcare. Now, that would be fine if we all were super healthy and had the best health outcomes of every nation. We don't. We're in the middle of the pack on health outcomes, yet we're spending close to twice as much, and that's one of the systemic factors that's dragging our economy down. We also need economic reforms to ensure that this crisis that has occurred with regards to mortgage-backed securities doesn't hit other areas of the economy. We need to regulate the derivatives area to ensure that speculative trading doesn't create bubbles that we all have to bail out in the future. Next time it might not be mortgages, it might be something else. But we need to take those steps to ensure greater transparency, capital requirements, and some of the same regulatory steps that we've taken in other markets like the stock market, but we haven't taken at all with regard to derivatives, which have operated in an environment essentially free of any government regulation, and we're all paying the price for that today. I plan to continue my advocacy of education in Washington, D.C. We need the current federal education law, No Child Left Behind, expires next year. We'll have the opportunity to create a new framework for federal education policy that encourages innovation, provides assistance to some of the schools that serve our most at-risk kids, and continues to provide transparency into what's working and what isn't working within the system. I also plan to go to Washington to take on the special interests. I support campaign finance reform. I feel that lobbyists and the special interest infrastructure have too much influence in Washington. I have not accepted any money from political action committees, PACs, in my campaign, and I'm really going to Washington as a reformer to change that process, to end the corrupt earmarking process whereby members get projects and pork for their district based on I scratch your back, you scratch mine, instead of based on the merits of the projects. I'd be honored to be have your support this November. And I look forward to working for you in Congress. Once again, my name is Jared Polis. My website is polisforcongress.com, P-O-L-I-S for Congress.com. Thank you.